So, your brain. That magnificent, squishy supercomputer between your ears, capable of calculus, composing symphonies, and figuring out how to open those ridiculously stubborn pickle jars. But let's be honest, sometimes that same brilliant brain decides its favorite hobby is replaying every awkward thing you've said since 2011, analyzing why your crush hasn't texted back in 3.7 minutes, or crafting elaborate doomsday scenarios about that slightly weird email your boss sent. It's like your brain has 74 browser tabs open in your head, all simultaneously auto-playing conspiracy theory videos. It's that classic scenario. You're trying to fall asleep, but your mind is hosting a sold-out stadium tour of Every Embarrassing Moment Ever, Volume 3. Or you need to make a simple decision, like what to have for lunch, and suddenly you're paralyzed by a mental flowchart mapping out the potential butterfly effect of choosing a sandwich over a salad. It's exhausting, right? It's like your brain has a worry button, and it's stuck on repeat, running on an infinite loop of what-ifs and existential dread. This isn't just thinking a lot. This is that special brand of mental gymnastics where you analyze, reanalyze, and then analyze your analysis until every thought is a tangled, anxiety-ridden pretzel. It's a feedback loop from hell, turning molehills into mountains, and simple choices into life-or-death decisions worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy. You're not just thinking, you're overthinking, and it feels less like a superpower and more like your brain trying to solve a Rubik's Cube that's also on fire while riding a unicycle. But what if I told you that while you might not be able to completely uninstall the Overthink.exe program from your brain, it seems to be part of the core operating system, unfortunately, there are ways to at least mute the notifications? What if there are some partial cures, some tactical maneuvers to stop that mental hamster wheel from spinning quite so furiously out of control? If your brain currently feels like it's trying to win a gold medal in competitive worrying, then stick around. We're about to explore why we do this to ourselves, and more importantly, what the hell we can do about it. First up on our list of brain could you not. Hack number 1. Filter of, is this thought a genius idea or just brain spam? Your brain, in its infinite wisdom and occasional utter madness, churns out thoughts like a broken gumball machine spitting out everything but gumballs. Some are legit concerns. Most? Probably just mental lint, fleeting anxieties, or that song you heard once in a grocery store in 2012. The hack? Start consciously filtering. When a thought pops up and starts doing a loud, annoying tap dance in your skull, ask it directly, "Hey you, are you actually useful and actionable right now? Or are you just brain spam I accidentally clicked on?" Seriously, categorize it. Is this a problem I can solve or take a step towards solving right now? Or is it a hypothetical, what if a meteor hits my cat, scenario that has no basis in current reality? Hack number 2, the worry well appointment. Give your inner drama llama a time slot. Overthinking loves to bleed into everything. It's the uninvited guest at dinner, the third wheel on your date, the monster under your bed singing show tunes. Trying to suppress it 24/7 is exhausting, and often backfires. So, don't suppress it, schedule it. Yes, you heard me. Give your inner drama llama, or whatever you call your overthinking alter ego, a dedicated, non-negotiable appointment. Say, 15 minutes every day at 5 p.m. During this worry well session, you have full permission to overthink your little heart out. Go wild, spiral, catastrophize. But here's the catch. Outside of that designated time, if a worry pops up, you tell it, "Nope, not your slot. See you at 5. Surprisingly often, by the time 5 p.m. rolls around, many of those urgent worries have either vanished or seem way less terrifying. You contain the chaos. Hack number 3, the action over agony principle. Do something. Anything. Overthinking loves inaction. It thrives in the paralysis of what if and should I. It builds a cozy little nest in the gap between thinking and doing. The antidote? Action. Not necessarily perfect, world-changing action. Just something. If you're overthinking a decision, take one tiny, reversible step related to it. Research one small aspect. Make one phone call. If you're overthinking a past mistake, Do one small thing to make amends or learn from it. If you're just generally spiraling, get up and do something completely unrelated but physical or productive. Wash the dishes, go for a 5-minute walk, stretch. Action shifts your focus from the chaotic internal world to the tangible external one. It breaks the rumination cycle and often provides clarity, or at the very least, a much-needed distraction that isn't just more thinking. Hack number 4. The cross-examine your catastrophes technique. Your overthinking brain is a fantastic storyteller, but it's a notoriously unreliable narrator, especially when it's predicting the future. It almost always predicts doom, with a 99% inaccuracy rate. So, when it starts spinning its tales of inevitable disaster, it's time to put on your detective hat and cross-examine those thoughts. Ask tough questions. Okay, brain, what's the actual evidence for this catastrophic outcome? Not feelings, not what-ifs, hard evidence. Then, what's the evidence against it? And crucially, what's a more realistic, balanced, or even a positive possible outcome here? Look, your brain's a drama queen with a PhD in worst-case scenarios. It'll tell you that typo isn't just a typo. It's the first domino in a chain reaction that ends with you homeless, selling your organs for Wi-Fi. This ain't about gaslighting yourself with good vibes only. It's about calling out your brain's BS, like, brain, spill the tea. Where are the actual, factual, non-delulu receipts that this minor L is a life-ending catastrophe? More often than not, your brain's just doom-scrolling its own anxieties. A little reality check can seriously nerf its power level. Hack number 5. The brain vomit. Get it out of your skull. Thoughts, especially anxious ones, tend to gain power and grow more monstrous when they're just bouncing around inside your head, echoing in the dark. One of the simplest ways to disarm them is to get them out, externalize them. This can be a brain vomit onto paper. Just write down every single thought, worry, and fragmented idea. No filter, no judgment. Seeing them written down can often make them seem less overwhelming, or even a bit ridiculous. Or say them out loud, to yourself, to your pet, who'll just stare at you like you finally lost it. Or, if you're feeling brave, hit up one of your homies. You know, the one who's actually good at listening, without immediately trying to fix you or making it all about their drama with their landlord's cousin's goldfish. The act of articulating the swirling chaos can often bring surprising clarity and significantly reduce its emotional charge. It's harder for a monster to scare you when you drag it out into the daylight or onto your notes app. So there you have it, 5 tactical nukes. Okay, maybe more like 5 strategically placed banana peels for your overthinking brain. Truth be told, you're probably not going to magically transform into a Zen master who only thinks serene thoughts about fluffy clouds and world peace overnight. That Overthink.exe program is a stubborn piece of software, and the uninstall button is famously elusive. The goal isn't to never overthink again. Good luck with that. The goal is to overthink less, to catch yourself sooner, and to suffer less because of it. It's about recognizing that while your brain might be a chaotic content factory, you still get to be the editor-in-chief. You get to decide which thoughts get VIP access to your mental stage, and which ones get politely, or not so politely, shown the door. So pick one. Just one of these tactics. Experiment with it the next time your brain decides to host an all-night internal debate about that one weird thing you said in 3rd grade. It won't be a perfect fix instantly. You'll still have moments where your brain sounds like a dial-up modem trying to connect to the mothership. But with a little practice, you can definitely make overthinking less of a soul-sucking, joy-eating monster and more of an occasionally annoying but ultimately manageable quirk. You've got the tools. Now go tell your brain to respectfully shut its metaphorical piehole once in a while. You might actually hear yourself think something useful for a change.